Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my studio. This is Paint with Lovejoy. Thanks so much for joining me. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel and check out the other videos. And if you're here for a second, third, or fourth time, thank you so much for coming back and getting creative. Today's video is perfect for my first time painters. For those of you that have never picked up a brush, never tried painting, or just even a little scared to try painting at home. In these videos, we'll go over exactly what you need to do step by step. So this is a perfect video for you. What you're going to see in the description box below, there is a link to a supply kit. And in that supply kit is everything that you need for this particular video. So check that out, grab what you need, and then come back to the video. After you've completed this video, check out my other beginner painters and even advanced beginner painters on this channel. And then when you're ready to kind of take your skills to the next level, check out my online school, paintwithlovejoy.com. And you'll see a lot of intermediate classes as well as my advanced, my beginner class, Paint Your Pet. And we're just going to take the skills that you learn here and build upon them. So when you're ready for your next level, check out my online school. With this particular video, if you feel like switching out colors, go right ahead and do that. I do encourage that you trust your instincts while you are painting. And just use the video as kind of a base guideline, but deviate from it if you feel compelled to do that. So let's go ahead, get everything together, and let's get started painting. Alright guys, this is going to be another fun painting for my first time painters. Perfect for the holiday season. So grab your supplies, turn on your favorite music, and as always, make sure you take your progress photos. Now on this one, you can start either with a solid black canvas, you can purchase them that way, or you can paint your background. And if you even want to switch colors and paint a different purple or blue or red background, go right ahead and switch it out. So here is going to go really fast through the process of just filling up the background. Apply that paint on there kind of thick, have some fun with it, and just keep working through to fill up the space. You do want to fully let your painting dry before you move on to the next steps. So if you do purchase the solid black canvas, you just get to jump right into this step here. So we're using the large flat brush, and we're going to put the ornament on first. So if you use that, grab the red and place just like a dot where you want the center of the ornament to be, and then just keep making that dot bigger till you have the shape of your ornament on there. Now it can be as large or as small as you want, but I do recommend making at least as big as your fist or bigger. And same with the background. If you feel like switching out colors for a different color ornament, go right ahead and do that. Now I am using that student grade paint. I'm applying it kind of thick so it's nice and opaque, but we will put a second layer on here to add to that opaqueness. All right, now remember to breathe and relax. Just have a good time painting. And make sure you pause the video and take your progress photo. We're going to move into doing kind of the confetti, the lights in the background, and I'm going to give you 3 different ways that you can apply the paint. We're starting with yellow, and you can use the middle flat brush or the pointy brush and make a circle. Or you can use, like I'm using right here, the back end of the brush and literally hold it perpendicular to the canvas and make dots. And different brushes will have different widths of their dots that they can make. Or the next option that I'm going to try is you can actually use Q-tips. And you can place a dot or you can place it on there and make it bigger. So giving you multiple options to make your confetti in the background. And we're going to be doing this with multiple colors, so feel free to kind of stick with more of the colors that you like, switch out from what I'm doing on the video, and have various widths of these circles in there. Have some of them large, some of them smaller, maybe some of them are kind of transparent and you can see the underneath color shining through. Just kind of have fun. You embrace your inner 5-year-old as you are doing this. So now just moving into pink, remember to take your progress photos as you go along. And you can try various methods of applying your paint, or you can stick with one if you have a preferred method. So whatever you want to do, even if you want to finger paint and use your fingers to create these dots, go right ahead. I encourage you to get as creative as possible and trust your instincts when you are painting. And again, remember to breathe. You're doing a great job. Just the fact that you're stepping out of your day and getting creative, that already makes you successful. Now, as you're moving along the different colors, you've got various shades of your pinks and your blues that you can use. I do want you overlapping some of these dots and even having some of them go off the edges of the canvas. This kind of gives the illusion that the image that you're capturing is bigger than the actual canvas. All right, and again, pause the video and take those progress photos. I'm moving into a light blue now. And again, sometimes it's a little more opaque when I apply the paint. Sometimes it's a little bit more transparent. It is okay to have both in the background of your painting. And again, moving into darker and darker colors. If you want more purples or something else in there, go right ahead and do that. All right, doing great. Keep it up. And as you get into the process of painting, I do recommend that you look at your painting from a distance of 5 to 10 feet away. It looks different from that distance, and that is more of the normal viewing distance for most things in life, and especially artwork. So the more that you can kind of get in that groove of looking at it from a distance and going back and adding anything that you might want, the faster and the better that your creative skills will continue to evolve. And with that being said, everything in life looks better from a distance. So don't be upset if you like your painting more from a distance than you do in front of you while you're painting it. And feel free to mix your colors. I did not have orange on the plate, so you can mix yellow and red to make your orange. Same, you could mix red and blue to make purple. You are not limited with just the simple colors that you may have on your plate. But doing good. Keep overlapping those lines. We're going to move into adding the foliage, the Christmas tree, the pine tree, little branch that this ornament will be hanging on. All right, just going back through with some solid colors, red, even white. Um, Again, anything that you want to do to your background confetti. The focus of the painting will be the ornament and the branch, the pine branch that it's hanging on. All right, so pause the video. You can let all this dry before you move into the branch. I'm moving right along, so some of my colors will blend in with it, but I'm moving back up to that large flat brush, and we're doing a mixture of white and green, going for a light green, and basically putting the center branch where I want them coming from, and then we're going to be doing these dash marks that kind of radiate out from that center branch and overlap each other. So kind of overlap them. You're going to have an abundance of these. We're going to have a thick, healthy pine tree. And like I said, I moved right in while my paint is wet. So if you do the same thing and you pick up some of the colors from the dots in the background, don't freak out too much about it. Um, a lot of our colors in real life actually radiate and reflect onto other elements. So just kind of embrace that. As it picks up some of the other colors, you can wipe off the brush as needed, like I'm doing here, readjust, and then go back and grab more of your darker green or more of your green mixture. You can, even after doing this, let it dry and then go back and add even more. All right, but it's coming along nicely, doing good. So you'll pause the video, take that progress photo, and we'll move back into red and put a second layer on the ornament. And because this is student grade paint, that second layer is just going to help with that opaqueness, and we'll do a little bit of shading with a little bit of black paint on here. And again, if you changed the colors, feel free to put a different color even on top of it. You can do a little bit of blending or just apply the same color you already did. So now we're grabbing a little bit of black, and you saw that I used just the corner of the brush just to grab a tiny amount of black, because a little bit will go a long way. And then I am holding that brush at kind of a 45-degree angle So that way I'm not using the end of the bristles and just kind of slightly pushing and smushing that black into the red base. And it doesn't have to mix perfectly. You can leave it kind of choppy like what I've got on the screen. And then we're doing the same thing in the reverse. Slap some of that white on there, hold that brush at that 45-degree angle and kind of blend it in there, and you do kind of make a pink, but we're getting kind of that light element on the ornament. And if your brush strokes kind of show up, that's okay. That just leaves to an expressive and kind of textured quality. So now we're going to make the top of the ornament and making a light gray, and that is white with a little bit of black to make your gray. And it's almost a trapezoid shape, and a rectangle with the bottom kind of splayed out. So you're going to fill that in, and then again we're going to grab that black, go in that bottom right hand corner, just kind of slap it on there, 2 little lines, don't have to blend it much. And then you're going to clean your brush, grab white paint, and we're going to put them in the top left corner, doing the same thing. There you go, and again just kind of drop it on there. Don't have to blend too much. Take your progress photo, and then we're going to move in with white paint and put the string that the ornament would be hanging from, and then we'll do a few little highlights, and then we'll be putting our word on the ornament. I did let this fully dry before doing this section so that way the white was not mixing in with the red. I wanted it to stay pretty solid white. All right, and now grabbing the black and going on the right hand side of the straps for the ornament, and then we'll go on the right hand side and bottom of the ornament. All right, and then again, going back to that green, if you want to add anything into the foliage for your pine tree, everything should be pretty nice and dry by now. Same thing, just using that brush sideways, making little dash marks, and this just kind of gives you a little bit more fullness, a little bit more healthy fullness on your pine tree. And if you want, this is optional. Take your progress photo, but if you want, you can add a word on your ornament. And you can either do it with white paint and your brush, fully make sure your ornament is dry, or you can use a Sharpie marker, a silver or white or even black Sharpie marker, if that's easier for you to write the word or the name that you want to put on here. And it can be just a simple word, or it can be your last name or your name or a message that you want to put on there. Your call what you add to your ornament. All right, you guys, great job. Thanks so much for hanging out and painting with me. Don't wait too long to do your next one. Keep finding ways to get creative. It gets better and more comfortable. So until next time, cheers. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the process of painting, and I hope how you liked how your paintings turned out. I'm really proud of you for painting at home. As you're uploading your pictures to social media, please tag me at or hashtag paintwithlovejoy, or email me your pictures, paintwithlovejoy@gmail.com. I really enjoy seeing those. I try to post them on social media and encourage other beginners and first-time painters to try painting. So please share this with your community and keep getting creative. If you have any comments, feedback, suggestions, things you want me to paint in the future, go ahead and leave a comment, and I will answer them as quickly as I can and try to get those new paintings in my production list and on the rotation. So thanks again for taking time out of your day to get creative with me. Don't wait too long to do your next one, and until then, cheers.